Welcome back to Overhaul on the Rhino, and of course, if you've been following along, you know that now we're going to put a big engine into this Rhino. No, just kidding. Now I'm going to go ahead and explain the Bondo process, if you will. And I'm going to try to show this as best I can on here. Once again, we're using our liquid green stuff for our Bondo. It's pretty simple. I put a little bit of water in it, water it down a little bit, and get it kind of almost a slushy consistency. Now, make sure you have a mat down or something like that, because this can get messy, as you can see by the spots and everything else, and from the sanding I did earlier. So, we're just going to kind of just cover the model quite liberally here, because we're going to use our little mini putty knife, if you will. Relatively flexible knife here. I'm going to do it on the side, see? And yeah, just kind of coat it. Take your time if you want to. Slap it on if you want to. Once again, don't worry about the hole. If you got a hole in yours, you got to fill it up. Fill it up. You know, if you're just that type of person that you know, just because you know it's there, you've got to do something about it. Go ahead, knock yourself out. I'm not. This is for game. This is for table play. This is not necessarily for show, although eventually it will go into a showcase. And as you can see here, we got it pretty well coated here. Kind of glob the stuff in here, because we're trying to get a hold of most of the glue. The old glue was sitting around this ring here where you put it on. As you can see, I was kind of globbing it on there. Now I'm going to rinse out my brush here real quick. And now this is where our little putty knife comes in. Take one of the edges here. And all you're going to do is, it doesn't matter which way you go. You can go this way, you can go that way. It doesn't really matter which way you go, whichever you feel more comfortable with. And all you're going to do is slightly go across. Notice I just pulled off quite a bit of that liquid green stuff. Now, if you care about the price of the liquid green stuff, depending on how much you use it, okay, then put it back in your bottle. Me, no. I'll just wipe it off onto my cup here is fine. And we're just going to keep doing this. This is a pretty quick process. You pretty much have to go relatively quickly. Now with this, I almost called it Bondo, with this green stuff, the thinner you get it, the faster it'll dry. But once again, we're using this like a putty knife, so don't go trying to dig into anything. Don't let these corners get into anything, because that'll just screw your model up. That's why you got a piece that was bigger than the model is. The spot I was working on. And I'm kind of using, I don't know, what, 20, 30 degree there, and we are just about done with this. As you can see, it's going to fill up all your low spots. So there might be low spots you didn't even know you had, like here. I didn't know I had that low spot there. It's going to fill that in. I got to try to make this about as smooth as I possibly can. And luckily doing it this way, you don't get your fingerprints in it. If you've ever used the regular green stuff, where you have that two-part epoxy stuff, it's harder to get all the little fingerprints out. So there we are. It's that simple, that quick, that easy. All I got to do now is set it aside, let it dry, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to hit it with this 400 grit pad that I have, and we're going to pretty much buff it down. And this piece will be just about ready to go. I've already buffed out a lot of this already. There's a couple spots that I need to go back and refill. There's a spot right in here. I don't know how well you can see it, but it does have a little divot in it. So I'll have to go back and lay some more of the green stuff back in it. Anyway, till next time, like, subscribe down below, And if you like this project, go ahead and give me a comment. Have a good one. Thanks.